Guys, look at this situation right here. There's probably no way you would say that I can stop this guy from scoring here, right? But then, bam! Our craziest slide tackle ever is coming in, and that's actually what this video is about. I'm going to show you 3 ways how to use the probably most underused mechanic in FC26, the slide tackle. I'm George from The Guide, and this is part 5 in our advent calendar, where every single day we're dropping some FC26 knowledge for you guys throughout the Christmas season. And since it's Christmas season, we're also giving away a little gift in every single one of these videos, which, fitting to the content of this one, today is going to be our FC26 Defending Mastery course. So you can actually pick that up completely for free. What you need to do is, watch the video throughout it. We'll reveal the code at some point, and then you go to the first link in the description or in the pinned comment, enter the code on the checkout page, and if you're the quickest of all of the viewers, then you get the course entirely for free. Now, if you're not the lucky person, but you still struggle with defending or anything else in this game right now, then definitely check out our Christmas offers, get our season pass or some private coaching, and we'll make sure that we turn up your game throughout the Christmas season. You can even bring a buddy along for the grind if you want, and you're looking for a creative Christmas present. We have a special Christmas gift offer. Link is going to be in the description. Check it out. And with that being said, let's dive into slide tackles in FC26. Now, the first way you can use these, which I want to show you, is going to be aggressive stops in the midfield, where you go in kind of from the front and you can close the gap to the opponent really quickly, like you see in these 2 examples right here. So let me show that. It's really important that you have kind of a good read on the dribble and the situation, because you can quickly go wrong with these if you use them in the wrong moment. Just right here, the reason why I use the slide tackle in this situation is because I kind of know what the opponent is looking for. So he just received the ball and is going to dribble, and he's looking at his striker here and trying to see if he can maybe feed a through ball through the gap or something like that. So I just personally feel right now that he's focused on these passing options, and he believes he has a lot of space on the ball. And so whenever you feel like the opponent is going to go in a straight line and he's going to be surprised by you coming in and going for the slide tackle, that's when you can kind of go towards the opponent and you can go really aggressive. And as you can see, especially if you have the play style like my Van de Ven here in form, you are going to get really good sliding tackle animations as well. You can see how immediately I'm controlling the ball. So just, the square input pointing towards the ball, that's what I'm going to do right here, and that's how I'm going to win the ball in this situation. And as you can see in the second example, without going into too much detail on that one, it's kind of the same thing. The opponent is going to play forward here, and then he's now dribbling, looking for these passing options, and I just see that, I can quickly move in and surprise him. So out of the jockey, I just point to the ball again, press the sliding tackle button right here, and we win the ball there as well. Now, as I said, this one is pretty risky, so you gotta find a balance. You can quickly go wrong. But this second one I'm going to show you right here is an even better application, in my opinion, of the slide tackle. And then the final one, the third one, is just the craziest, which I showed you in the intro. So what you need to do right here for this second spot is that you kind of come in from the side, and you can either, stop the opponent from running past you, or you can stop him from shooting on the goal, and you can kind of slide in from the side and make sure he doesn't get past you. So you have the opponent to your side, and then you kind of go in with a sliding tackle, how you would typically see it in real life football as well. And the important thing is that you can kind of see that the opponent wants to sprint past you. He's accelerating and he's taking a heavy touch, Now the ball is open. Now I can definitely come in from the side with a slide tackle, and I can definitely win the ball. Now, in this specific spot, you could definitely argue I could have done maybe a normal tackle as well, or I could have done something like a shoulder challenge on advanced defending. But there are spots where you really need to get in there, otherwise the opponent is going to score. And this is one of those. Again, we come in from this side with a crazy slide tackle in order to stop the opponent from scoring. So let's have a look. Opponent lays the ball off, he wants to shoot, and bam, Marquinhos is coming in with his sliding tackle right there. So let's have a look at this one more time. Opponent is able to get here to the side with the ball. Nice little through ball. Of course, we know what he's going to do. He's going to receive the ball and he's going to try and go for the finish in order to score. And as you can see, we are pretty far away from the opponent here. So all we want to try and do is make sure that we get in there with our sliding tackle to either tackle the ball out before he can shoot or at least block the shot, right? That's what we want to do. Now, one thing which is really important is the input, guys. With the sliding tackles, you really have to make the input towards where you want your sliding tackle to go. If I point at the opponent's player right here and I press the slide tackle button, then the chances of me fouling him are increasing a lot. So what you want to do is really point the left stick towards, you know, the front or at least the ball, so that when we do the sliding tackle, we actually go for the ball. And guys, as I said, you know, this mechanic is just criminally underrated. I mean, look at this clean tackle. It's actually crazy what you can do with this technique. Here's just one more example, again, without going to dive into too much detail before I show you the craziest spot in the third one. But yeah, same thing, guys. We are kind of getting outplayed here a little bit with the dribbling. Opponent is about to shoot. Same thing. Let's look at the input right here. You can see, how do I press the tackle? Really important. You can see before the slide tackle input, I point here. I don't want to tackle into the opponent, then I'm going to foul and get a penalty. I want to, you know, kind of slide in front of the ball and make sure that I block the finish here. And that's what we do. Now, we get to this final example right here, which is the craziest one of them all. And I'm going to explain to you why, even though it looks like suicide a little bit, it's really, really effective. Now, before we get into that, I have to tell you that for this one, you have to make a pretty special input, guys, on the controller in order for this to work. I wrote it down because it's actually quite complicated. So you have to press Z5, U, 8, X1 in that order. Z5, U, 8, X1. And then you're going to actually be able to pull off this slide tackle right here from the back. Now, guys, the reason why this is a good idea, even you might say that it's not, is that you have to think about this situation logically. So the opponent, he's through on goal here, right? So what he's going to do is, of course, he wants to just finish. Now, the thing with the slide tackle is you don't risk a red card anymore, inside of the box at least. So when the opponent gets inside of the box and he is in a 100% goal scoring spot pretty much, and he just needs to finish, you can actually go for the slide tackle, because the worst case scenario for you is going to be a yellow card and a penalty. So the opponent hasn't even scored yet. He needs to score the penalty as well. And the best case scenario is going to be this, you know, just tackling the ball out, no penalty, just a corner kick, which is crazy, you know. I never did this in the past, but I just realized how strong it is. I had someone do this against me and then I tried it out, and this was the first time I did it and it was just crazy. So I was like, I need to do a video about this. So yeah, that's kind of the logic behind it, you know. You can go for these really, really risky tackles, and the worst case is you get a penalty against you in a situation where the opponent would have scored anyways pretty much, and you only get a yellow card because there's no double punishment anymore. So yeah, what you do is just move in there, press the slide tackle, tackle the ball out if you are crazy enough to attempt this, and you'll get rewarded. That's it for this video, guys. Click on the one on screen right now if you want to see more tips. Remember about our Christmas offers, link in the description, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See you then. Bye bye.